Okay, so I was just reminded to be resilient, okay? And so as we tap in today, we're going to talk to and work with Saint Germain, okay? We're going to call on Archangel Michael for protection and guidance and love. We're going to be working with some divine feminine energy here. We're going to get messages from the Gateway of Light, which always brings us some amazing, like galactic perspective. We're also going to be doing some more work with the Divine Masters deck. So stick around if you're interested. First off, let's say our prayer. I call on Archangel Michael and I ask you to cover myself and the collective in your blue cloak of protection. Surround us in a bubble of divine white light and love as I connect to the other realm with the intention of the highest and greatest good. I work with my higher self in this moment. The highest and greatest good, may this find whom it means to find. And so it is. All right, fantastic. Okay, so there is this need to be resilient, okay? Fatima is the first feminine energy, divine feminine, that we are honoring and calling upon today. She is the mother of Imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So we're just gonna kind of get some messaging from this energy real quick. Okay, let's see. All right, so Fatima embodies the love and fulfillment that comes from living in a state of gratitude. Fatima bint Muhammad was born in the early 7th century and is the only child of Khadija and the Prophet Muhammad to live into a... Fatima is an object of veneration, love, and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. She was a devoted wife and mother of 2 sons and 2 daughters. Her descendants are spread through the Islamic world. To the Shiites, she is particularly significant because she was married to Ali, the Prophet of Muhammad's cousin. Ali was and is considered by Shiites to be the legitimate heir of Muhammad's teachings. Fatima's many children are considered then the rightful inheritors of Islam. An imam is a leader in the Islamic faith. Fatima is considered to be the mother of imams because of the love and gratitude she gave to her family. There are many stories about her devotion and the unfaltering love she provided in order to protect her family. She never failed to defend what was sacred to her. It is said that Fatima stood up to the Muhammad successor because she didn't feel that he was honoring her legacy or her father's legacy in the way that she had hoped. She lived with great stability because she knew that her love for her family gave her a solid foundation, identity, and a clarity and purpose. Sometimes your purpose is to be resilient for those who need your help and assistance. Okay. Oftentimes you are making way for new, and sometimes that process is difficult. When we get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to be or what we need to achieve, Fatima is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what's core, what's solid earth to the soul. Family, even if family means a few beloved friends. What matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. Nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is a sacred occupation. My great-grandmother advised me that if I ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was so foreign, but she believed that women should have a wage for the time they spend raising children so that their work would be valued. The role of housewife or stay-at-home mom is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute the world. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. Fatima restores significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. Fatima is also a call to step back, take a deep breath, and take inventory of how much you can be grateful for in this moment. She releases you from unreal expectations of yourself, whether you've mothered a child, a friend, or yourself. Fatima helps you see again the vital role of nurturer provides. She offers a perspective that says, love is the family we all belong to, and gratitude is the state of wealth we get to live in. That's awesome. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. This is from Fatima. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's tap into some divine master energy here. Venus, the lady of love, light activation, a call to action, some sort of like power surge. I feel like, you know, again, these two have part of their mission is to bring love to Earth, okay? For those that they are around, that they are surrounded by. I feel like many of us are answering the call, okay? So if this is resonating with you, I feel like, you know, this is confirmation. I also am understanding that many of you are releasing the old, okay, and making way for the new and doing some sort of transmutation, okay? This is you alchemizing and releasing what no longer serves you. All right, we have Shiva. Yeah, karmic release is happening at this time. Excuse me as I burp. On a very collective level, okay? The end of a cycle, your karmic debts are paid, so choose your destiny. I feel like your experiences, especially how you show up for your family, is certainly like groundbreaking, okay? Cycle breaking. It's like money, not money, but energy is being accrued into an account for you, instead of you having to pay out, right? That karmic release. I feel like there's this gain here, prosperity vibration, even Lakshmi and Ganesh. I feel like you were in the energy of attracting health, wealth, and prosperity. So you very well could be putting this energy out, okay? And now it's time to receive. I feel like there's a bit of being open to receive, okay? There were things that needed to be zeroed out in your account. I feel like there was this call to action and you answered the call. And I'm also getting that like you doing it different in your own lineage is why you're here, okay? Again, like you're that family curse breaker, okay? So the next divine feminine we're going to tap into is the warrior saint, okay? Let's get one more divine master card and we will continue. Yeah, Melchizedek energy, divine knowledge. I feel like this experience of yours, it's, you know, calling for this higher wisdom and knowledge, committing to your vision through study. So you may actually be called to go and do more research when it comes to divine wisdom and knowledge, maybe an advancement. The woman who wrote this divine feminine deck, okay, she actually is a graduate from she's a theologian with a Master of Theological Studies from Harvard Divinity School and a Master of Divinity from Union Theological Seminary at Columbia University. Her name is Megan Watterson. Okay, so I feel like I'm really like aligning with this divine knowledge. I feel like she brings a lot of divine knowledge to the table, and I am so grateful to have come across this deck so that I can share it with you. All right, so we're going to look up the warrior saint, because who doesn't want to read about that? I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. My Bago represents the otherworldly courage and resourcefulness that comes with deep devotion and commitment. Born in the 17th century in what is now Punjab at the time of the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, she was raised a devout Sikh and was trained by her father to use a sword so that she could upload the Sikh tenet to defend but not attack. So she was called to defend. When she was a young woman, her village was threatened by Mughal forces. She heard that the Khasla, or the warrior saints appointed by the Guru to defend the Sikhs, had defected and were fleeing back to their villages. So she took her sword and she went to the village and convinced the warrior saints to go back and protect the Guru from the advancing army. She gathered 40 men to fight with her, and on December 29th, 1705, The small, courageous band of Sikh warriors rushed out to protect the legacy of their religion in the Battle of Muxtar, and Mai Bhago as their leader. Mai was the only one to survive. Guru Gobind Singh blessed these 40 men and declared them the liberated ones. Mai became the Guru's personal bodyguard and dressed in men's attire until she retired and spent her last years immersed in meditation. Considered a great Sikh warrior saint, the house where she spent her last years in meditation has been converted into a place of worship. Her sword and musket are on display as saint relics and the symbols of their fierce courage, displayed out of her devotion to the Guru. She saved the Sikh religion from extinction. Wow. Okay. So devotion grounds us and allows us to see just how many resources are available to us. Remember, the first card we got out was someone who does everything that they can to protect their family and the legacy, as well as being, love is the answer here. Love is the religion. Okay, and so is gratitude. So a lot of gratitude, a lot of support. Any devotion elevates our perception so that the spiritual realm can infuse us with light. Hi, light activation. Beautiful. And it provides us strength and energy that is greater than our own. Devotion is the action we feel compelled to take that demonstrates our commitment to love. The power of devotion kept the Sikh religion alive. The task seemed impossible. 40 Sikhs against a whole Mughal army. But what has never happened before becomes possible through true devotion and the force of pure love. She is the warrior saint who reminds us to become fully devoted to what we love. Then courage isn't an effort. It isn't something we have to cultivate. Courage is what commitment to love bestows to us. Devote yourself fully to what's at hand, to what is in your heart, and the strength, the support, and the courage to complete the task will rise to meet you. I love this. Awesome. I feel like this definitely is like a call. It's like a call to connect, a call to act. It's like the devotion, the commitment, the study. Okay. Is there one more you want to add to this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Michael and Faith, a spiritual calling. All right. So this is really going to like you're gonna feel this. If you're watching this, you're feeling this right now. I think the calling is so freaking deep. And there is this like big breakthrough moment coming. So just know that you are divinely protected. Okay. And thank you for confirming for us that you're with us, Archangel Michael and Faith. Again, I feel like this deep call, okay? When you serve, the universe serves you. We have Jesus. I feel like this is supporting the saint of true freedom, okay? Being acts of service, anchoring in the prosperity vibration, okay? So this is, you are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. I feel like there's a ton of support here when it comes to what you're here to do and how you are contributing, like collectively. This is not like a one-person job. So this one is about the saint of true freedom. Okay, her Myra embodies a love that lets us do what's right for our own lives, no matter what others might think. Myra is a poet and mystic from India. She was born a princess in the late 15th century. She unwillingly married the crown prince in 1516 of Mewar, but she considered Krishna to be her true husband. Legends say that her husband's family tried to kill her several times for defying the social customs and expectations of a wife. But in each of these legends, Mira's love for Krishna would miraculously save her. She wears the Krishna tilaka forehead marking as a sign of devotion to him. Northern India in the 16th century was besieged by violent battles between Hindus and Muslims. Her husband, father, and father-in-law all died in the war with the Islamic army of Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire. She refused to join her husband on his funeral pyre and again defied social and cultural expectations. She became the central saint of the movement during this difficult period in India history. The Bhakti movement is a spiritual path focused on the cultivation of a personal love for the divine. It is a devotional form of worship that believes anyone can have direct access to their divine regardless of sex, caste, or religion. Mira became the symbol of people suffering under the caste system and the persecution that ensued if anyone tried to defy social and political standing. Her poems are lyrical padas, a love song, using metric verses, and they are so widely known and cherished because they relate an ultimate freedom that she lived out in her love for Krishna. Wow, that's so beautiful. That she was so committed to many of them, very committed to their devotion to their divine connections and love and gratitude and, fighting for, and doing, what's right. Absolutely beautiful energy. I feel like a lot of us are being called to do this right now. So I will continue with the reading and hopefully this finds who it's meant to. Often without even realizing, we make choices based on external expectations on how we think other people will perceive our actions. Mira is about doing what's right for you and no one else. Ultimately, only you can know what needs to be done or said. You have this one brief life, and every second of it matters. Mira is about standing up for what you know is right for you, even if others will judge you for it. The fear of being persecuted can convince us not to be true to who we really are. There's a love, though, that's far larger than human constructs and cultural values. Love isn't ethical. Love isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. Love is whatever way it finds us, asks us to stay loyal to our own soul. Any outside force or person who asks us to betray our most intimate relationships with the divine isn't acting out of love. For Mira, her true husband wasn't the one she was married to. The love that made her brave, the love that inspired her every poem and action, was a divine love for Krishna. So the laws that bound her to the strict expectations of being a wife didn't actually apply to her. Love asks us to look at what matters to us and at what we truly value. And love asks us to bravely defy expectations in order to be true to ourselves. Love wants us to marry our own soul. And love is what sets me free. That is beautiful. I love that. Thank you. All right, let's get another Divine Master card. Acts of service. So you're most definitely being asked to step out of your comfort zone, step out of maybe social norms. You're being asked to lead in a different way, by example. And don't worry about the judgment of it. You are divinely supported and loved. Yeah. And then we have Lady Nada. Excuse me. Openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. All right. You're here to anchor love here in whatever way that is for you. Okay. Again, confirming the divine mission. Okay. So this is letting you know that you are guided to take enlightened action and make choices from the heart, not the ego. Beautiful. I love that for us. Thank you. Okay, so I was looking at the divine mission, okay, because this is like, a double confirmation here. I have Lady Venus and I have Well, cool. And one's about a light activation, and the other one is about a divine mission. And it says call to action, power surge, earth mission. And then I have enlightened action, make choices from the heart. Okay, so this is like a heart activation. So I wanted to point that out because I thought it was relevant. And then they wanted me also to point out Commander Ashtar and how there is this like leadership activation playing out here. And so it's time to evolve, okay? Personally, obviously first, okay? But I feel like you doing it personally allows you to be in the position to guide others, okay? Because you gained the wisdom and knowledge to do so. And part of that, you know, is what you're here to do, okay? Is to connect and share. And I feel like there's this new breed of communicators, teachers, healers. I feel like a lot of the ancient arts, right, that many of us were persecuted for are coming back, okay? Because they're meant to help us here, okay? And we're releasing fear from other people because they're afraid to do the work to benefit, use, and help others with what is God-given to us, okay? And that is a lot of our abilities to connect with ourselves. There's a benefit to being your most authentic self. There is no shame in your game because you're not playing a game, all right? So I feel like there's a bit of separation here when it comes to, you know, maybe what you're thinking, maybe what you're allowing into your energy. I feel like there is this purge, okay? And if it hasn't happened already, it's happening. And I feel like you're seeing this play out like all across. And so it's the end of the cycle of, you know, something major. And I feel like it's almost like, for those of you who get it, like you've paid your dues, okay? And so now it's like, choose your destiny, okay? So I feel like you've evolved off of like the wheel of fate, and now you are evolving around the wheel of destiny, okay? So let's see what else we can get here. Do you want me to keep using this deck? No, okay. But I will keep Ashtar up because I feel it's very important. Let's see here. Let's do the Galactic deck. Gateway of Light deck. All right, first one out is Stargate. Heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. So it's like, you're here to like, and this one on Lady Venus, which is the light activation, power surge, and enlighten action. Make choices from the heart. Okay, so you're anchoring in this beautiful light energy from a place of love. I love that. Love. All right, let me put this here. All right, Stargate heart. Beautiful Merkaba energy. Gaia gateway activation. Bringing love to the situation here. This is about learning experiences, sharing wisdom, earth intelligence. So you're definitely channeling and tapping into information that you're meant to share here. Okay. Order of Melchizedek. Wow. This is so cool. Look at double confirmation that this, you know, everything experienced is for the purpose of your higher learning. And so that you can commit to your vision through study. I feel like there's this higher calling that you're meant to answer so that you can continue to grow and develop. There is a mission being uncovered and they don't want you to give up as well. Beautiful. Thank you. Wow. Venusian Galactic Council. Star being guides, answer the call. It's time to shine. Okay. Holy light energy. Look at this. It's amazing. So this is kind of like a little slap in the face for me right now because I look at this and I'm like, look at this energy. It's ridiculous to the point where it's like not even conceivable, okay, to my 10% of my human brain that I might be using. I don't even know what that percentage is, but it just speaks to the expansiveness, right? And how trivial some of the earth shit is. That's what I have to say about that. And we get caught up in this, okay? And I feel like, you know, the divine feminine energy that we were picking up and tapping into earlier was kind of alluding to that. Like, what's truly important to you? You know, prioritize what's important to you and stand up for it. This is how you serve. You protect what's yours. And you do it with love. I feel like Earth is ours. Why are we not protecting her? Why are we not sharing love? Why are we sharing anything else but love? That's what's coming up here. Like, this is that warrior saint. All right. So we understand that there's some learning experiences, but, you know, there is, again, more confirmation here. This is so awesome. I can't even tell you. We have ancestral realm. Okay. So this is talking about karmic release, healing the lineage, and establishing stronger boundaries. Right? So that we don't go backwards, we move forwards in our evolving and ascending. I also have Akashic Records, clearing the old stories. So this is that karmic release energy as well. This would be like making room, making space, releasing past lives, and having freedom. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So this is what's playing out here. Okay. One. Higher heart activation. Yeah, dropping the shields, being in divine love, and your heart is healed. So this is like happening on a very large scale. There's like these huge portals. Can you see them? Look at these beautiful portals. There's like the Akasha. Look at this picture. Isn't that cool? It's like the library of all that is and will be. It's so beautiful. Look at this astral realm, also like a portal. It's like Stonehenge. So this may feel very similar to you. I know it feels very similar to me. So I know like past lives, like I know I have experienced this timeline in some way, shape, or form. And as a result of that timeline and what played out during that life, I know that I am currently working on my ancestral karma. And I'm healing that for the ancestral line that I belong to in this life. So let me know if that is triggering for you. I would say also you are becoming more aware of the cycles that are happening on a much grander scale than what happens in your immediate reality. So you may be paying attention more to like what's playing out cosmically. You know, maybe you're paying attention to Schumann resonance and what that all means. And maybe you work with collective energy. Maybe you're tapping into the elements more. I feel like this is you connecting more with the vibrations and frequencies of what's around you. So there's that. Okay. You're being asked to either find a mentor, or you're being asked to continue your studies somehow, some way. All right. Again, I was talking about vibrational energy, and this is very high vibrational energy with the crystal skull, wisdom energy. This is about clarity. This is about divine healing. So that's amazing. There is this divine matrix and the seed of life and how we're all interconnected. Everything's interconnected. So I feel like now, like what you see on a grander scale, you may be experiencing in a personal perspective. I feel like one is kind of like a microcosm of the other. You may be seeing a lot of synchronicities. You may even have like God incidences that are just like unexplainable. And if you told somebody, they'd be like, what? So I feel like you might be holding some of that stuff in. Yeah, this is you understanding that you are the I am presence. All right. This is light body activation and accessing the divine within. So these are these God incidences I'm talking about. So if you were having these, then you know what I mean. This is like a whole new, like it's like dream world, in the sense of like it's unfathomable, but it's fathomable. I don't even know how to explain it. Again, like accessing the divine within. Okay, so I feel like it's such an amazing experience. And you receive such divine clarity and clearing, and I feel like this is you just connecting and becoming one with source energy. All right, and I feel like you're part of a team here to anchor this energy here on earth. You're supposed to ground it. You're supposed to receive it and ground it. And that is why this is part of like your act of service, okay? And the ripple effect you bring to the table is maybe not always seen, but it is felt. When you serve, the universe serves you. Third eye activation. So you may have strong, clear seeing, clear also knowing. This is your inner vision. Very, very strong inner vision. You may have a lot of experience like in the dream state, astral projection, remote viewing. Maybe you see like, you know, this is for my seers. And look, this is like, you may see this through your third eye. Like if you can see, like, it's almost like this is in that keyhole. It's like you have access, you have the key codes, you have unlocked the codes to have access to this. So whatever you went through, whatever you experienced, your initiation, your spiritual calling is so that you can access this. And whatever this means for you. Okay, so just let me know if that resonates. Anunnaki light codes at the bottom of the deck. Energy shift. New information. This is an end of a cycle. Yes, it is. The end of a cycle twice. End of a cycle. Karmic release. It's like freedom. All right, so anything else you guys want to share regarding this deck? Memories of Atlantis. I was waiting for this. I was feeling this. This Ankh is like, I'm looking at one right here in front of me. This is all playing out to plan. All right, this is for Earth's spiritual acceleration. Not just Earth. I mean, things are playing out certainly from a vibrational perspective, but also us, like as a civilization, right? Like there have been so many civilizations before us that have, you know, would do things differently if they could. And so we're meant to do it differently, right? And so I feel like we're finally unlocking what we need to unlock so that we can do it different now. I feel like we've been kind of unable to, for whatever reasons. I feel like this is progress. This is like technology that is going to help us like elevate. Okay. So that's beautiful. Yeah. And I feel like this is what's being released. Okay. So that we can do it different and do it better. Okay. And then we have karmic board clearing. Yeah. Akashic records. Energetic clearing, rewriting your story and living your truth. Okay, so this brings me back to, you know, the energy that we were tapping in earlier, which was, you know, not really caring what everybody else's beliefs are. It's really about what you believe and what you love and what you feel connected to, regardless of what anyone else says about you or whatever narrative they spin or whatever. Okay, this is again like acknowledging that this is an energetic clearing playing out. You've called your power back. And so for the purposes of this reading, I feel like this is you rewriting your own story. And it's your life. And no one has power over you in your life unless you give it to them. And so you're living your truth. And this is confirmation of that. Is there anything else in this deck? Yeah, okay. Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance and serenity. This is the goal. This is it. This is the whole kit and caboodle right here, okay? This is you tapping into Source, knowing that you come from, it's like you're made out of love and you come from the stars, okay? You are made out of love and you come from the stars. I love this. Look at how expansive this is. Okay? It's so like encoded with such beautiful energy. Okay. And then we have Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. This is you accepting yourself for who you are, all bits and pieces. Okay? Like, this is you embracing all the things that make you unique and different, because you're not meant to be like anybody else. Like, a crystal is unique. It's like a snowflake, okay? It comes from divine spark energy, okay? So you are the divine having an experience here, a fragment, okay? Crystal represents a fragment of Source having its own experience, okay, through you, okay? So live it to the fullest. There's specific things that you are coded with, okay, that you are meant to use and experience and have and all the things, okay? So this is like a divine plan playing out here, okay? Which is beautiful. It's like I'm looking at the crystal as like a form of technology. And so you are, it's like you're the vessel in which divine Source energy experiences itself, okay? That is what this is. And you're pre-coded. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. So I feel like you're tapping into your creative side of things. Yeah, this is co-creating with the universe right here. The central sun, abundance downloads, regeneration, and success. I feel like there's a whole like reprogramming happening here. And then I have Earth Star activation. Yeah, this again, like such an amazing ending here when it comes to this reading. This is about light initiation. It's about great teacher awakenings, as well as divine magic playing out right in front of us, through us, within us, is how this is happening. Like, we're being genetically modified while still alive. As we ascend through higher frequencies, as well as everything around us is doing the same. It's like a regeneration. There's also grounding this energy here with us. Okay, so again, like representing, like it's happening on the spiritual side as well as the physical side. So it's like the duality of it too is like the regeneration. It's anchoring in abundance. It's anchoring in major awakenings. It's anchoring in like divine alchemical magic. And then again, like I was picking up, like I feel like it's like a reboot, a power up, and this one says Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. So, wow, I just have to say, wow. This is just so awesome. What can I say? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I just cleared up those cards. That was a great reading if you are following. All right, what do we have? The Empress. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. You go, girl. Three of Pentacles. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner. Look at you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Good for you. All right. I'm liking this energy. So Sending out that positive love. 3 of Wands. I feel like you're being called to plan wisely. Look for the next step, like plan for the next step. Be optimistic, okay? I feel like things are going to turn out better than expected, okay? So just stay optimistic about what you're planning. I have a choice that needs to be made, and I don't think it's going to be an easy one. I feel like, you know, there could be a bit of overanalyzing when it comes to this decision, but I feel like you'll find the mid-ground. I feel like you have to do like a pros and cons list. Like weigh out both options. Like make sure you kind of, if you need to overanalyze it a bit, then I feel like, you know, maybe find some sort of compromise there. It is going to require you to make a huge leap of faith, okay? It's going to change your life. This is like a major life decision, okay? Because these are like, this is an arcana here, okay? This is, you know, something that I feel like maybe you're not loving something, okay? I feel like you're like apathetic towards something. I feel like you're looking for the magic in life. I feel like you gotta kind of make sure that we're not having our emotions make decisions. So there is something that's going to come up that is going to be a major change. I feel like it's going to bring in opportunities for you. It's like something's, it's almost like change. It's like if you, it's almost like the universe aligning something for you. And so something's going to go so something new can come in. And sometimes that can be a bit like bittersweet, even with the 2 of Swords. Right? Like, I feel like there's a bit of bittersweet here, but I think it's to align you. I feel like it's to put you in the right direction. This might have something to do with like a manifestation of yours, or maybe some things you've been kind of like vision boarding. And I feel like there are things that are going to act like, if you want this, like, oh, you really want this? Okay. Well, we're going to see how bad you want it. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice, change, to bring this in, to actually do this, okay? So I feel like there is something that is going to be life-changing, that is going to change your energy from this, okay? And again, it very much could have something to do with work. It very much could be a collaboration, a project, something creative maybe. I feel like, let's see, what else? Like, bags are packed over here. Like, the ships are coming in. So I feel like, yeah, 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is something that, you know, is going to call you to step up. All right. So when I see the 8 of Cups, I always think about like, this is like a soul searching, like a pilgrimage, a quest. There's something better waiting and you know it. And it's like mustering up everything it takes to have the courage to do this and make this decision and go for it. This is going to change your life, okay? So you are going to have to leave something, okay, that you might have, like, you know, this is very mature forest, right? Like, there's a lot of greenery here. So I feel like it's something very much surrounded by emotions and love and feelings and how we show up in relationships. So there's going to be relationships possibly that may call you to maybe separate yourself. But I feel like, you know, it's a small bridge. So I feel like, you know, there's always a way to get back to some extent. If you're feeling like you need to leave a place, you may need to like leave one place to go to another. And so sometimes that transition can be hard. Sometimes it's hard to leave, even if you know, like, you're not really happy there, but you're like comfortable there. This is like staying in your comfort zone because you fear change, okay? There's a bit of like, you know, maybe there's some emotional support that might be needed during this change, okay? So if you feel like you might need some support, ask for it. I feel like this is going to bring you joy. I feel like this is you being of service to others in some way. I feel like the answers you need are going to come through you connecting with you, not anything outside of yourself. Joy through spiritual growth, being a light to others, and answers that come through meditation. Okay, so I feel like that is going to help you with the direction you're taking, or that you're being guided to take. Okay, I feel like you're not going to be doing this alone. Okay, so you have like a spirit guide here. You have an angel here. You have like a guardian angel here that is helping you through this. I have the Chariot and the High Priestess here. These are some major cards here. So this is requiring you to have confidence and determination. This is about an elevation of some kind. There is this Metatron's cube here on this Chariot. So I feel like that is for somebody. I'm also getting, you might be seeing sparkles. You might be seeing like almost like plasma or changes in your visibility, like the veil is very thin for you maybe. I feel like there is some sort of victory and success. I feel like it's being observed in the environment about you. I feel like this is you having determination and staying focused. The High Priestess is really calling for this ability to connect on a much higher perspective, even maybe vibration. I feel like meditation is super important. Maintaining energy is important. And to, again, weighing the perspectives and remaining neutral, objective, observant, and, you know, asking and receiving and allowing guidance and information to be available. I feel like this is also like you being at peace and like trying to protect your peace at all costs. I feel like wherever you're going is going to help you be maybe of service of some kind as a High Priestess or High Priest. So I feel like this is kind of Earth mission energy with the Merkaba and the duality here, and having the support of the universe. So it's kind of like the acts of service card with Jesus, and it says, when you serve others, the universe serves you. So I feel like this is you being in that energy, okay? Being of service. I feel like this is that spiritual quest, okay? So I feel like you're being led straightly to that. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Someone wants to be known here. Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone who's trustworthy. This is someone who's funny even. Maybe this is you. You're funny. This is also calling out that a very detailed plan needs to be made. There is a lot to accomplish. There's a lot to do. So maybe prioritize things. You might be someone who would rather play in the dirt and be outside and kind of like be your spiritual baddie self. And this is calling for you to have, there could be some like, we need to focus and prioritize the practical things in our life right now. Because you may, like this is Empress energy too. So again, it says take time to act on your plans. And like, again, like the Knight of Pentacles is about resources. So it's like, use your resources wisely over here, because I feel like you're like, this is maintaining, like Knight of Pentacles, the Empress. I feel like this is, maintaining your physical foundation. It's like grounded energy too. They're in a garden. Yeah, I have peace here. So this is like something is going to be released. And there's this transition happening with the Three of Wands. Excuse me. So this is, I feel like there's a more enriching future coming. So it's kind of like there's things to take care of in order for this transition, this change, this more enriching future to come requires wise planning. All right. So you're going to be called to go in a different direction. And this is about preparing for that. All right. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. This is representing like, this is something they want you, when you're making this decision, they want you to follow your heart. Okay. Go with what brings you joy and love. Okay. Something that's going to light you up. Something that is um, you know, something that you feel a strong calling to, like you're going to feel it in your heart chakra. Okay. A love of home and family, and having, you know, the ability to trust your psychic information that you receive. You're very kind, you're very giving, you're very psychic, you're very understanding. So I feel like this is coming in for you. It's like a exciting new opportunity for you to shine. Okay. I feel like this is, again, like a transition from you like almost having to hide your light, and then you stepping into your light, okay, from your heart space, okay, with love, like with divine love. This is what you were called to do here. I feel like that's part of what you're choosing with this Two of Swords. The decision is already made, I heard. Okay. Release fear. The decision has already been made. You know that there is something that is no longer serving you. Archangel Michael is here to let you know that there are attachments maybe that need to be released to whatever outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So this is, you know, maybe there's energy here from the past that may want to continue to dim your light. I feel like this is what no longer serves you, is this belief system, okay? Whether it's projected or not. I feel like this could also be inner childhood wounds that are being healed at this time. So I feel like you're moving on from this self-limiting beliefs here when it comes to your value and worth, and that you are not deserving of love. You 100% are. You are love. Okay. That's what I feel like you need to understand, is that you're made out of love and you come from the stars. All right, so, whoops, I slipped it. Yeah, so I feel like this is you cutting out things that, are not for your highest and greatest good. This could be anything. Okay, but I do feel like it has something to do with, like, the mindset and the projection, and instead of like doing what everybody else thinks you should do, this is you doing what you want to do. Okay, this is, doing what you love and loving what you do, regardless of what other people think or feel about it. Because you are going to change your life, and it's going to legit bring you freedom. Okay, so that's too many. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I was like, I know they're trying to get one. Yeah, look at this. Decision. Change your life. Release yourself from that which holds you back. I need to detox from things that, are no longer in alignment with you anymore. This is you walking away from things, and you're grateful for the experience. This is you having the ability to release yourself from any unnecessary worry based on any kind of lack of anything, including self-confidence. So this is you like embracing the opportunities that change brings. And this is you moving forward with grace and gratitude and love for the experiences you've had. We have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. I feel like there is going to be a dream opportunity here, but it's going to require for you to leave the old one. Okay? So I'm also getting like this is gratefulness, the Nine of Pentacles, and abundance, and your dreams are being fulfilled, and your hard work's paying off. I feel like this is leading you straight to great success, and I feel like you're appreciating things in life. I feel like you're also in a position to maybe think about how you want to align yourself financially. So this could be maybe adjusting like your finances and how you handle things. Maybe it's about investing. Maybe it's about what you invest in and modifying this to accommodate maybe an increase in finances or some sort of favor here. You very much could be moving as well. You could be buying a house. You may need money for a new direction that you're taking. So maybe put some savings away. This could also be travel. So let me know what floats your boat there. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be called to go on some sort of spiritual quest or something. So maybe save some funds. Okay, so plan your, let's see. It's almost like you're going to be receiving. There's some sort of level up here. This is like a very happy ending. I feel like things are coming full circle, and this has been like something so life-changing that it's brought so much spiritual growth and insight. Okay, I feel like you're meant to share this on a very large scale, whatever you've learned. So this could be you telling your story. This could be, you know, you writing. This is maybe you being a speaker, a comedian, an artist. Maybe you make music. I feel like this is you trying to bring change to the world, right? For the highest and greatest good is what I'm also getting. I feel like there's a bigger plan playing out here, and I feel like you're part of it. Okay, High Priest, High Priestess. Okay, I feel like you've accomplished what you needed to accomplish at this point. There's a recognition of what you've accomplished here. It says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. I feel like you're being called to move on to that next project, that next level, that next, the next stage, okay? So you will be highly rewarded for this. I feel like that's what the Nine of Pentacles is. I feel like you're being highly recognized and rewarded. Yeah, look, and there's a new contract coming your way. I feel like there is success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. All right, so this is, again, like Earth Angel energy, balance, peace, being harmonized here on Earth. All right, so you might be someone who helps kind of harmonize things, maybe transmute things, maybe alchemize things. Yeah, I feel like this might be something that you share, or you might have the ability to share or do more research or look into something about a new exciting challenge. You may question whether you have what it takes, but you do. This is confirmation that you do. And they want you to make sure you really read things carefully. Okay, but I do feel like there's something coming in for you that is going to really take things to the next level, which is, you know, the World card here. So I feel like this is part of your calling. This is part of like your soul contract. All right. This is your soul contract being represented here in these cards. You have a contract here to share your beautiful gifts for the world in whatever way that the divine sees fit. I feel like you're not for everybody. Okay. You're not for everybody. I feel like whoever you come across or they come across you, they are forever changed in some way, shape, or form. I don't know that you really like resonate with this because you may feel like it's a bit, maybe you're a modest person, or you just don't think that way about yourself. But I do feel like, you know, there's some sort of memory that you leave, okay, for those that you come across. It's almost like they don't necessarily understand it completely, so they kind of like have to think about it with the Page of Swords. And then I have Temperance. So it's like maybe there's a realization that happens, a thought that happens about you, that you leave a mark, right? Sometimes swords, we get cut, right? But sometimes there needs to be something that needs to be exposed. You have invested wisely. This is the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like, you know, you're making wise investments. Continue to make plans for the future. I feel like there's a lot that is about to be harvested. Okay, so I feel like you reap what you sow here. I feel like you definitely have new beginnings. You're starting a new life. You're finding and living in your purpose. And you have this beautiful, forgiving, and compassionate review of the past. Okay, and I feel like now you're focused on the future. And I feel like your future is really bright. So I feel like if you feel called to make a decision and you need support in doing so, certainly I'm available. But just remember that, like, you know, weighing the options, maybe seeing things on paper. Doing a pros and cons list can be a simple way to, and then you can provide weight to those things, like, you know, prioritizing things is going to help you, you know, kind of see things for what they truly are. Because sometimes our emotions can really hold us back. And so I feel like they really want you to kind of like do more of a high perspective, objective view of what's in front of you versus, you know. So see what you can do when it comes to that decision. Just make sure that you are tapping in, okay? And working with your intuition when it comes to that, okay? I wish you guys all the best. I'm sending lots of love. Until the next time.